Attention, all Muslims and Christians. This is for you. So, in the Quran, it says that Jesus is the word of Allah. So, I have a question for you Muslims. If Jesus is the word of Allah, then was it created? Or is the word of Allah created? Or did it exist in the beginning with Allah? Now, just one of the two. No in-betweens. Now, if you choose that Allah's word was created, then it doesn't make sense. It's a fallacy, because if Allah created his words, then what? Before he created them, he couldn't talk? That would prove that he's not all-powerful, because his words is created. He had to create his words. You know, God, he would already come with words. He would already do it whenever, because there's no beginning, there's no end with God. He's eternal, so he had to be able to always speak. So that right there means that Allah isn't God. Now, if you choose that it will exist in the beginning, cool, then that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, because he is God, so then therefore his words would have to existed the whole time he was here. Okay, but here is another fallacy. There is another reason why this makes this side a fallacy. It's simply because well, not a fallacy, but it makes Islam false. But if his words is eternal and Jesus is called his word, what would that make Jesus if he existed in the beginning with Allah? Before there's anything, before the world was created, if Jesus is the word of Allah and it is eternal, then what does that make Jesus if he existed in the beginning with God? Wouldn't that make Jesus divine? Right? Okay, I'm gonna let me know in the comments, because I really want some Muslims to answer this question for me, because it's a good question, and my mind has been thinking about it. So please.